There's business now on France 24. Stephen's here. More jitters over Greece starting you off.
Should we be surprised by this? This is a question of, is Greece preparing to default on its debts? The Financial Times says behind-the-scenes preparations are being made in case the country doesn't reach a deal with its European creditors to release the final €7 billion of its bailout loans. Athens has been given until Friday to come up with a list of credible economic reforms that it's willing to implement in exchange for the money. This as the country faces running out of cash while trying to pay public sector salaries and meet its debts this month. Now, the claim in the Financial Times has been denied by the Greek government. A statement from the office of the Prime Minister, Alexis Tsipras, says that Greece is not preparing for any debt default, and the same goes for its lenders. Negotiations are proceeding towards a mutually beneficial solution. As we'll find out by the end of the week whether or not we're able to manage to come up with that mutually beneficial solution.
Indeed we will. Back here in France now, a court convicting a fashion heiress for tax fraud.
Yeah, this is Arlette Ricci. She's the granddaughter of Nina Ricci. She's been fined €1 million and sentenced to 1 year in prison for having hid €20 million from the tax authorities in offshore accounts. Fashion multi-millionaire is the first of around 50 French nationals who are being tried using information leaked from the private banking arm of HSBC as part of the Swiss leaks scandal. Delano de Souza has more.
It's the first high-profile conviction in France from the Swiss leaks scandal. The granddaughter of Nina Ricci has been sentenced to a year in jail and slapped with a €1 million fine. Arlette Ricci was tried on charges she hid €20 million from French tax authorities using accounts and entities based in Panama. Ricci's name was among thousands of suspected tax evaders leaked by former HSBC employee Hervé Falciani in 2008, and her lawyer says she's been charged to set an example.
The goal and the intentions are very clear. It was all about conducting an exemplary trial with the most noticeable and shiny figure and name, so that outside the courtroom, the French state and the tax authorities could send a warning to those who they think have fake accounts abroad to come and declare hidden accounts to the authorities.
Arlette Ricci's 51-year-old daughter was also convicted and received an 8-month sentence. Meanwhile, HSBC's Swiss private bank has been accused of helping a string of wealthy clients evade taxes. Last week, French authorities placed the unit under formal criminal investigation and ordered it to pay a €1 billion bond, a claim the bank says has no legal basis.
Let's take a quick look next at some other business stories making news today. Workers at McDonald's franchises in the United States are set to protest over the fast food chain's plans to raise pay for certain workers. The company announced earlier this month it would increase the average pay for workers at the 1,500 outlets it owns to $9.90 an hour, but that doesn't affect staff at more than 12,000 franchise-owned McDonald's outlets. Workers to join demonstrations against low pay in more than 200 cities this Wednesday. Nokia is said to be in advanced negotiations to buy the wireless assets of Alcatel-Lucent. It's part of the Finnish company's plan to rebuild its business after selling its handsets to Microsoft last year. It comes as the Franco-American Alcatel-Lucent is undergoing a massive cost-cutting plan in an effort to turn a profit. And America's National Basketball Association has ditched Coke for Pepsi. The NBA signed a new marketing deal with PepsiCo after 28 years of working with its rival. Terms of the deal weren't released, but Pepsi's Mountain Dew soda will be the lead brand for the campaign.
Got some markets for us, have you?
Yeah, it's a slightly calmer day on the Chinese markets today. We'd seen these big gains in recent days. Shanghai was up over 1% earlier, but now it's actually trading slightly down. The Hang Seng down 1%, though. Some falls after the impressive 12% rise we've seen over the past 5 trading sessions. Investors seem to be taking their profits out of those recent gains. Just the cost being sold, seeing some slight gains today.
Now, finally, if you're sitting down, are you comfortable? You comfortable, Stephen?
Reasonably.
Comfy chair? Well, Boeing, they're going the extra mile to make its passengers more comfortable on board, aren't they?
I have to say I'm quite a fan of someone who sleeps on planes a lot. The aircraft maker has patented what it's calling the cuddle chair. This is a illustration from the website Patent Yogi that's come up with what it's supposed to look like. So it's a backpack you strap to in front of you, you fold it up into a cushion, and then you just kind of lean forward into it.
Okay.
This is the idea, is to allow people to sleep easier.
Smother yourself to death because you can't breathe.
It's like a massage chair. There's kind of a hole for your face to sit into. The idea allows people to sleep normally sitting upright in their airplane cabin. Now, it's not clear that whether or not Boeing will actually make this, but they have patented the design for it. which is rather fantastic. The official name, I should tell you, is the Transport Vehicle Seat Back with Integrated Upright Sleep Support System. It's an 18-page patent. I did check. I wondered if this was an April Fool's joke when I read it first, that I was getting to quite late. But I've checked. The patent application is real.
Okay. We could do with lots of them in the newsroom, couldn't we? We could just kind
for
of
those parts in between.
exactly in between bulletins. Yeah. Okay. Good idea. You never know. Might be comfy. We'll have to give it a go. Steve, thanks a lot for business.